Wala nang Ah! I already... Kumusta po, everybody? It is I, Shtricks, and welcome back to another lesson. Yes, I am continuing the ongoing series of... There's a fly in here. Yes, I am continuing the ongoing series of Shtricks Learns Filipino. But before I start with this next lesson, I do want to say thank you guys. I read a couple comments that came up. I really appreciate seeing them. And I wanted to address one of them in particular. One of the comments was, helping me break down, trying to understand how to speak and talking about Taglish, which is pretty much Tagalog English, because yes, English is the second official language of the Philippines. So a lot of Filipinos already know how to speak English because it's their second language. That being said, my goal is to be able to at least hold a conversation at least 90% in Filipino. I guess you can say it's a matter of pride for myself that after so long of not understanding and not knowing and just looking up at my uncles and aunties and my parents with this blink stare, not knowing what they're saying, I want to understand and I want to be able to engage as well. So thank you so much for all of the tips, all of the encouragement. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep doing this, and I hope that you're there to come along with me on this. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into the next episode, the next lesson. What do you got for me?
Kamusta kayo? Ako si Erica.
Hello,
Hi
Erica.
everybody, I'm Erica.
How's it
Welcome
going?
to FilipinoPod101.com's Filipino sa 3 minuto.
Yes.
The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Filipino.
And we're here for the
In
fun.
the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Handa na
Yep.
ba kayo?
Oh.
Are you ready? Then let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here's how we say thank you in Filipino. It's
Okay.
very easy.
Very easy. I know this. Salamat.
Salamat.
Yep.
Salamat means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add marami.
Oh, maraming.
Salamat.
There we go. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Marami means a lot, and the NG is a connector added to marami to connect marami and salamat.
I think this is going to be the part that I'm going to need to kind of really learn and understand just a little bit, because the NG, you'll see when I read sentences or when I hear hear conversation, that ing sound is very important when trying to connect different words. I think we saw that in the last lesson, and I'm going to need to pay attention to how it's used moving forward. But thankfully, we're just learning phrases. I just wanted to make that note.
Maraming salamat literally means many thanks and is equivalent to thank you very much.
Maraming salamat.
During the last lesson, we mentioned the informal and formal way of speaking Filipino.
Yes.
Salamat is the informal way to thank someone.
Of course.
When thanking someone older than you, you need to use the polite formal form. Do you remember what we need in order to do that?
Oh, I remember.
Right. We just
Po.
need to add the word po.
Salamat
po.
This is fun.
Salamat po.
Salamat po.
If you really want to thank someone in a formal setting, you can add maraming, which means a lot, as we have just learned.
Yep.
Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po.
I will say this is probably the one phrase that I know for sure how to say it. Like, if I ever do talk to someone in my job and, I know that they're Filipino, I always greet them. I at least say kumusta po, and when they finish up, I at least say maraming salamat po. I feel like anyone that learns Filipino, Tagalog, or whatever, at least this phrase is probably gonna be the key phrase you're gonna need to know. At least I know that much, so I'm not that white on the inside.
Oh, how do you answer?
No,
It's
that's the
easy.
question. Yes. Oh,
Just say,
what is it?
walang anuman.
Oh, that's a new one.
Walang anuman.
Walang anuman.
Walang anuman literally means it's nothing. But it
It's
is
not-
the
oh.
equivalent of
Oh, walang
welcome.
just means nothing. Okay,
Wala
interesting.
means nothing, while anuman stands for whatsoever.
What's up?
It is
Okay.
a very common phrase to say when replying to a friend or a stranger who is thanking you. To make it formal and more polite, just
Please.
add po.
Oh.
Walang anuman po.
That's easy. Thank you for it's so compared to the last one where you had to like crisscross applesauce so many different words. Thank you. I just had to put po at the end, so it's good. Wala nang I already walang anuman po. Walang anuman po.
So when someone says salamat or maraming salamat po to you, you can simply reply with walang anuman or walang anuman po.
Walang
It's that easy.
I do not like choking. It's not that hard a phrase. Why am I still choking? Walang anuman po. Why did I sounded so white. I'm sorry.
Walang anuman or walang anuman po. Yes, it's that easy.
Okay,
Now
I'm
it's
glad.
time for Erica's tips.
Yes,
The
Erica.
word salamat is said to have been of Semitic origin. It sounds similar to the Arabic salam and the Hebrew
Oh,
shalom,
yes,
meaning
that's
peace.
true. Very
Filipino has
close.
been influenced by many languages throughout history, so don't be surprised if you find similar sounding words from other languages. Most
That's very
especially
true.
Spanish words.
That's very true because, like, of course, in Spanish you see "cómo está" and then "cómo está po," and then in Arabic, like you mentioned, like shalom in Jewish, and then there's salam or walaikum salam in Arabic. So, yeah, very interesting that there is crossover there. So, hey, maybe the world isn't as different and divided as you thought.
Do you know that Filipinos have a specific greeting during the noontime? In our next Filipino sa tatlong minuto lesson, you learn this and other greetings in Filipino. See you
Okay.
next time. Hanggang sa muli.
Hanggang sa muli. Okay, no, we gotta back up. We gotta really quickly just refresh so we are understanding what we're learning today. So this episode focusing on just two things. Number one is thank you, and the other one is you're welcome. Thank you, salamat. Thank you very much, informally, maraming salamat. But we're going for the informal, and that's what we're focusing on. It's maraming salamat po. That one I know. The word I need to practice more is walang anuman po. Walang anuman po. And that is, it's nothing, you're welcome. So remember, maraming salamat po, walang anuman po. Oh, that was so much easier. Oh, God. Thank you guys once again so much for watching this with me. I appreciate the comments that have been left by. And I hope that, you know, as I continue to learn, you guys give me also tips and pointers. And you're having fun along with me as I'm trying to learn more and more. So yeah, maraming salamat po. And I will see you guys next time.